couple of questions have come in about the relationship, and you all touched on this, some of you in your introduction, the relationship between boards and commissions and the city council. So if you can talk about, I know some of you operate completely independently, some of you advise, some of you make decisions. Talk about the relationship between your board or commission and the council and how that works.
I'll just start real quickly. Although we are independent, we do try to visit with the council in the city manager's office a couple of times a year just to keep them apprised of what we're doing so they're never surprised by anything. Because again, a lot of what dictates what we do is either state law or federal rules or regulation. But although we are independent, we still want to maintain that relationship and work closely with them and keep them apprised.
You know, in our case, you know, sometimes we'll have 30-plus items on our agenda. That doesn't hold a candle to City Council, which I've seen sometimes go into the 150-plus. So one of the things they look for from us is our request for council action, whether it's rebates to be authorized, whether it's materials to be ordered, whatever it is. Wherever we as a commission can come forward in unity and say this is a go, I've received clarity that they appreciate that because that makes it easier for them to push it forward. Whereas if we have a divided commission meeting, then that gives them more pause to reconsider. So I think part of the job that we serve, especially as advisory commissions, is to try and make their agenda a little bit more manageable by giving them some sort of a bit of feedback from the community and possibly from a council of experts to get through it faster.
The Board of Adjustment is not only prohibited from getting any ex parte information from the citizens, is also prohibited getting it from the council or having feedback to the council. Now, after 10 days after the Board of Adjustment renders a decision, then we can talk about it to anybody. And sometimes the council members will ask about cases after the 10-day limitation. And that 10-day limitation isn't there so that somebody could appeal and it would come back to us on appeal. But I'm also, as chair of the Board of Adjustment, on the Planning Commission. And the Planning Commission is a very different animal, and I think Dave can tell you what they do.
So our interactions with council are fairly complex. Citizens can appeal our decision in some cases to council. Council has directed us by resolution to address a piece of city code or an ordinance by a certain date. And on top of that, each individual commissioner has a specific relationship with their council sponsor. So at any number of different levels, there needs to be communication that's happening between the individual commissioner, a subcommittee of the Planning Commission, the full Planning Commission, and that information can go back and forth. It's not just one way.